when it comes to money, this is the biggest test that people have. The reason why is because people believe that they work very hard for their money. They work so hard for their money, they wake up early, they go to sleep early, they make phone calls, they lift bricks, they do a lot of things to make money. And most people believe that they work really hard. And they figure that if I work so hard, that means I did it. I made the money. And that's actually kfirah. That's heresy. Yes, you worked hard, meaning you toiled, but you still didn't make the money. Why? Because if you look at your effort versus what Hashem did, you'll realize that in reality you did nothing. All you did is make a choice. You made a choice to work. As far as your ability, your knowledge, your strength, the oxygen cells in the oxygen in your blood, your brain cells, everything and anything that enabled you to actually work. The customer that you got, the boss that gave you the job, the company, the product, all of those things that Kadosh Baruch Hu created. The only thing that you actually did is you chose what to do with your time. You chose to work. And the Mishnah in Avot says that if a person decides that he wants to work for Hashem full time, by learning Torah all the time, then Hashem promises him that he'll take all malchut from him, that he'll take all of the things of this world from him, meaning all of the obligations that you have of this world, whether it's money to pay bills, money to buy food, money to buy a house or rent a house, all the things of this world, he'll take care of. If a person has 100% confidence in Hashem, Bitachon in Hashem, he can learn all day, all night, and never worry about money. Doesn't mean that he'll be Rockefeller. He'll simply live. Some become Rockefeller, some become very rich. Some no, but nonetheless, Hashem says, if you work for me, learn Torah 24 hours a day, you learn non-stop, all the time that you can, I will pay for all of your living expenses. But not everybody has this type of bitachon. Not everybody has this type of confidence. People need to know that they're at least exerting some type of effort in order to make some money, to rationally work it out. And there's no problem with that. There's nothing wrong with working. As long as you know that all of the sustenance, all of the money, all of the things that are coming from it are still coming from Hashem and not from your efforts. So the Beit HaLevi says when it comes to making a living, in the book of Shmuel, chapter 1, in Shmuel 1, chapter 2, verse 7, he says, Hashem makes poor and makes rich. Meaning, anytime you see somebody, or if it's yourself, see somebody rich, don't ever say, oh yeah, this guy invested in the .com, and he got out before the .com crashed. Or this guy invested in real estate before it boomed in Florida, before it boomed in Vegas, before it boomed in New York. He invested, he got a good deal. Oh, this guy created an app and it exploded, it became a big hit. Or this guy invented some plier and, some big company decided to take it over, bought the plier for him. And that's why he became rich. Saying things like this is heresy. Believe it or not. To think that because he had a specific idea, that he invented something, or he bought something before it went up, before it went down, or he worked really hard, and that's why he made a lot of money, that's actually kfirah. It's actually heresy against Hashem. Why? Hashem is the one that gives you Parnasa. Now, what does that mean, really? That means that whether he founded this app, or this plier, or this company, whether he was a broker, or he was cleaning bathrooms, whether he was a real estate developer, or he was just in a kollel learning Torah all day, he would have been just as rich, regardless of what he would have done. The Parnasa that he has right now would have been there with or without him working, with or without this idea, with or without this invention. To say that it's due to the invention, due to the right timing, due to the right things, that means that a person is actually believing that there is a power outside of God. That there's an energy, that there's something that can create something that's beyond God's ability. And that's heresy. That's idolatry. So that's why the book of Shmuel in our Tanakh says Hashem makes poor and he makes rich. Meaning, Whether he's poor, whether he's rich, Hashem made him that way. Yeah, but he tried really hard. I can tell you a lot of guys that try really hard every day and they're still broke.